and welcome to D&D with High School Students, Season 4. I am at the table with the Vixens. To my left is Melissa. I say is, I should say are, because English.
Yeah.
To my left are Melissa and Reagan. Melissa is playing Woe, the human monk, street kid, urchin. And Reagan is playing Sorshe, the half-orc. Oh!
She did not.
I totally forgot what you are. Are you a fighter?
What?
Half-orc what?
Half-orc ranger.
Oh, ranger.
She
That's
says
right.
it like this all the time.
Sorshe.
I'm a ranger.
All right, and then on my right side, bling, is Amanda,
Hi.
who's playing Sina, the Tiefling assassin.
Sina, the thief.
There's so many S's in there. Every time I say it, I just sound like Southern Dad. You know what I'm saying?
Do it. I know it. Do it.
Beth is playing Mantra, the Paladin, who's also a Tiefling. And then Abby's playing Tetra, the Wood Elf Druid.
Rockstar.
So before we begin, girls, we have a couple things. Number one, on the wide shot Carafa, you may notice, in fact, that everybody has a dice tray. Hold them up. Yes. Our great supporter and friend and patron, TopoMusicale, sent us a care package, including dice trays, and, hold on, Dad gets a present too.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Oh. That is the power of big dice.
Fat boys. Boys.
Now I can read the numbers because I'm old. Look, I can read them from far away.
Fat boys and fat boys only from
Fat
this
boys.
point.
These are the big dad dice.
Those are like dice with dad bods.
This dude is fat.
This is a 6.
Oh.
Bruh, hefty.
So these dice.
Let's compare.
These are my new dice that I could read. So before, some people might have noticed that I had to do like this before, where I'd be like,
Yeah,
because I need reading glasses.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Oh, I'm sorry, I messed up your charge.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, wait. That's a
Where are you
separate gift
going?
giver. All right, now, as if this fine care package, first of all, thank you, Topo. You are the man.
We love you. Like, actually.
Really fast.
That was really sweet of you.
Yes, so the coasters, everybody show the coasters. These are actually from a care package a little bit ago, but this is from Tricky Troy, another one of our patrons.
That's a good name.
Now wait,
Ew.
Troy,
They look like coins.
when this season started, Troy was like, he's like, why don't two of the girls have like their own original minis? He's like, what is up? And I was like, I don't know, we just haven't gotten around to it. He's like, that's ridiculous. And he immediately sent me money and demanded that we go to Hero Forge and forge unique, one-of-a-kind minis for Sorshe and Sina. So, Reagan, begin the unboxing.
Rip them.
Oh,
Be careful, they're made of gold. Just JK.
Can I just
All right, so one of those is Sorshe, and one of them is Sina. Hey, will you look at the thing before you pop it, OCD? look at the, whose is it? Are you holding
This
a
is
big?
not me.
All right, pass that to Sina.
I
That's-
can't read.
that's
Oh my god,
Sina.
we look like sisters.
So the girls actually went onto Hero Forge. Will you pass her mini for the love of Christ? What's wrong with
oh
you?
wait, hold on. Actually,
This episode.
Did you actually make it all black?
No, they're not painted. We have to paint. So the girls actually went to Hero Forge and they
Look how
custom
sexy
designed.
she is.
Yeah, look at Sorshe. She's like,
Wait, I want to see. I want to see.
if you want a
Thank
size
you.
comparison,
I remember when we look at her thick axe.
Dude, that's her body size. This dude right here, Spiky Man.
Yeah.
Love it.
yeah.
just look at the size comparison.
And then look at Sina.
baby.
Are you seriously going to use a creepy baby? to play D&D? I,
Can Bell Pepper?
you know what?
Bell
Here,
Pepper.
I'm going to use the creepy baby
His name
in
is
this
Bell
game.
Pepper.
But I'm going to use
His name
him
is Bell
against
Pepper.
Her name's Bell
His name,
Pepper.
his
Close-up,
name
please.
is Bell
Can I
Pepper.
go through? She's carrying her.
So hold up your
pocket.
minis, put your minis here, girls, so everybody can see them.
I can't wait to paint it.
Yeah, so we'll do painting sessions later.
Can I help?
Sina, put your mini in there. For right now, she's black, but we're gonna paint her. And so thank you, Tricky Troy, for all the fun gifts. You're the best.
Lots of kisses.
All right,
My
so
lips are really
Vixens. Whence we last left off, you had unlocked a room in the tomb. That rhymed. a room in the tomb
From womb to tomb.
where you found piles of bones and a column made of skulls. And upon one of the skulls, in the eye sockets, were two.
Amethyst.
Yeah, did you write them down? Someone
I
better
remembered it in
She
my
took
head.
them, so they have to be in
Oh,
hers.
so you better write them down. So you have these two amethysts. And when you took the amethysts out of the skull in the column, the piles of bones awoke. And you guys were assaulted by a wave
treasure.
of undead animated skeletons.
We were pretty sure.
Now, after some deep, deep combat, and a few of you taken some wounds, you defeated the undead, but have now found yourselves locked in this scary chamber of death.
I say, who has the most fat on them? Because they're going first to be eaten.
It's not how we roll here, Reagan. We're gonna figure out how to get out.
Can we like? Can we just leave?
There's a giant stone slab door.
Can we?
Have you guys ever seen that episode of Doctor Who where he
Can you
keeps
what?
hitting the door
Yeah.
and then eventually it disappears?
Yes.
Because
All right.
he keeps hitting it for a million years.
Too much talk over. You're gonna roll to investigate the door. Yes.
Yes.
Well, there it is.
Well done.
Why didn't
Wait,
you
what is it?
pray?
20.
So in your investigations, you uncover that there is no mundane way to unlock the door. No amount of lockpicking or trickery will unlock this door. That it was opened by magic and shall be only opened again.
Okay, that's you, Tetra.
Go crazy.
Hey, can I do that?
I don't know, can you? Do you have any spells that activate doors? It occurs to you, Tetra, that maybe you have the power within you to dispel this magic. So I'm gonna let you choose to do what you're gonna do.
I choose to attempt to dispel it, but I'm terrified.
It is a very old magic.
Okay.
You'll need to make an exceptionally good roll on the d20.
You can do it, baby.
14 plus 8.
Yes.
I
You
felt it.
you reach within the earth below you and all around you because you're in a tomb, and you feel like the power of the mother goddess coming through you, and you focus and concentrate, and you guys hear the stone begin to move, and
Can I
then
do
it
yoga?
briefly glows, and then the door swings open, and the door is now open. Yay, Tetra!
Okay.
Magic.
We walk out.
Okay. Now you may remember across the hall was another door. It is a similar stone door with an iron ring.
All right, I open it.
We might want to discuss this.
Move your minis
Yeah.
over there. As you get towards the door, though, everybody make a perception roll.
17.
What are these for? Then? 13. Wait, do I add it?
Yeah, you had your perception.
Ooh,
Oh, 20.
Makes sense.
21.
Whoa.
They're 22.
21.
Okay, so all of you,
Oh, yeah.
except
Me
Beth.
too.
That's funny. Everybody's like, oh. So you know how when you guys came down here, it smelled like a tomb?
Wait, so I win in this situation.
Yeah. So you do, kind of, because everybody, you guys all are like on the border of gagging
No, but I
because
like
it
it.
smells so bad.
As a half-orc, I like it.
As you get closer to that like other door, it just smells like rotten meat
Oh, yes.
and ass.
Demons.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
just
Straight ass.
it is
Oh,
just
yeah.
horrible. You guys are like borderline gagging on the smell.
I make love in it.
It smells really bad. Now, on this door, you notice that above the door, the archway has various symbols that are foreign to you, and yet they look similar to the pictographic style, that almost hieroglyphic style that you've seen in other parts of the tomb, including around the sarcophagus that was upstairs.
Okay, so here's what I do.
Yeah.
I take my finger and I prick it on my big axe thing,
Yeah.
and I start writing out the symbols with my blood.
You do.
Why?
Roll a d6.
I don't think.
Wait, what?
I don't think this was
That happened
expected.
so fast.
6.
Okay, so that that was unexpected, I'll be honest. But here's what happens.
Wait, something's gonna happen.
Do you remember when you guys did the touch the symbol thing? The first one that you touched was red.
Yeah.
So she does this on the 6 symbols that are above the door, and the middle one glows red. But it just, that's all. It stays glowing red.
I cut my finger and I.
You do the same thing. The middle one still glows red, but the door doesn't open.
Can we just like touch our
Kolb.
hands regularly to
This is
the
all
symbols?
too sudden.
I think I'm gonna try to go upstairs and try to
You're like, I'm out.
know the coffin if they had similar symbols. And I
Okay.
touched the one upstairs.
You go upstairs.
I'm walking.
You get to the sarcophagus,
Oh.
and you look around the
Didn't know there
sarcophagus,
was
and you
something.
see a symbol that matches the one that was glowing that she
I'm
did her blood
gonna,
on.
I'm gonna touch it.
You
Just
should-
touch it.
You should
I'm
cut
gonna
yourself
put my- Ooh.
and touch it with your blood.
Can you?
You hear
Could you please cut me with your axe?
you
She's
hear
not with
Sorshe run upstairs, and she's like, "Cut yourself."
This is a good
Could you
sound.
please cut me,
Yeah.
Sorshe?
Wait.
Give me the
Where are you?
give me the blessing
So
of
we're
your
upstairs
axe.
and I go.
Oh, it's splurting.
Ew, I don't like how you feel.
Okay. You
Blood
begin
magic.
like oozing your blood around that symbol, and you notice it also lights up red, and then it turns green.
Fun fact, I
Meanwhile,
have a fear of blood.
down below, you guys see the symbol that was red, that was activated by Sorshe's blood, now also turns green, and you hear a grinding noise as the door unlocks.
That is so weird. What?
What?
It's just the
Does it work with like
Spit and other bodily fluids, or is
Can
it
I
just?
You don't-
throw
you
up
don't
on
know.
it?
All right, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna lay these out 3
Maybe
by
it just
3.
needed to be wet.
3 by 3.
Don't say that.
So as this door opens and you look into the room, you see a large chamber, bigger than the one that you were in before. And along the walls are different kinds of sculptures and strange kind of rock-hewn altars, some of which are covered with vines. And you can see parts where the walls have kind of crumbled and vines from the earth have grown in around them. And you see in the very ends are these kind of cells that have bars in front of them. And basically you see matching statues that look like some kind of demon looking creatures.
Okay.
But they're statues made of stone. Now, in between those two, you see huge braziers which hold like oil. They are not lit, there's no fire in them currently, but they're meant to hold oil. And you see an inscription on the wall between them.
All right, I'm gonna do a perception check, see where the scent is coming from. 13 plus 5, 18.
So as the door opened, the entire room has this waft of
Old.
just
Oh, right.
rotten meat and death and ass, just putrefaction.
It doesn't come in from a single point.
No, the whole room permeates with that smell.
Like it hasn't been fresh opened. Think about that.
Can
first. I want to roll investigation.
Can I-
Okay,
And then
9 plus 3, 12.
all right. You look around the room. You notice that each of these pillars and different stone statues and stuff all seem to have some significance. You may, if you study them further, be able to decipher their significance. You're not sure whether their significance is of a religious type or a arcana magical type, or maybe even a historical type.
can I detect magic to try to find out?
You can.
Scared. 17 plus.
Well, you didn't need to roll. So here's what
well,
happens.
Listen, I don't
The
know.
braziers,
Literally know what.
the braziers and the wall that is between them contain some kind of magic. It's an enchantment magic. You also notice that the stone statues of the demon creatures also contain some magic, and it's illusion magic.
Okay, so I asked her what she saw. What'd you see?
The braziers Contain magic.
Wait, so I go up to them,
Okay.
and with my freshly cut wound, I then also do more at the symbols that I see on there.
Nothing seems on the wall.
Yeah.
You go up to the wall, you squeeze out some more blood drops, and
Yeah.
kind of trace your finger over them.
You're
Nothing
gonna get
seems to happen.
tetanus.
And then I go to these statues, and I.
Well, there's like there's like bars, like there's like a jail cell that keeps those statues separate.
Oh, okay. Then I say we don't open those.
Yeah.
There does seem to be like a gate for each one of them with a keyhole.
Yeah, we don't. We
Yeah,
don't.
I'm
mess with
not
that.
interested in that.
Can I send Leo in?
Sure.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
What do you tell Leo to do?
Go detect magic. Inside.
She
Is
just.
Leo the little mouse?
Yeah.
She just did that though.
No, inside of the thingies.
Inside the bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leo can't detect magic.
Yeah.
Okay, detect danger then. Because he can do that. That's what he did last time.
Leo looks
Can he do anything
and
else?
you see Leo run in between the bars and into the little cage and like sniff around near the statues of the demons, and then he comes back.
He can report stuff.
He's like, stone. That's it.
Can
Cheese.
I?
Cheese.
Crackers.
Okay.
Can I roll religion?
Yes.
10 plus 6.
You feel like this must be some kind of ancient religion that you're not familiar with, because none of the symbolism, none of the figures in any of these statues are similar to anything that you've studied on the continent. Seems very foreign to you, as do the runes and pictographs on the wall between the two braziers.
All right, ladies. Here's where we're at. We don't know anything about anything in this place. We just got attacked. We have a mission to do. Why don't we leave?
I'm intrigued.
that. Yeah, let's try to get out without poking around too much.
Yeah.
Fair. But I feel like there's more.
I don't know. I just feel like we spent
This
too
isn't
much
what
time
Bill
in this
wants,
like
but
mountain.
I'm ready to get out.
Yeah.
He looks sad. Let's go.
So, you guys can do whatever you want, but as you're thinking about this, the door behind you closes.
Let's continue forward. Okay, so then I go back on the door and I use more blood on that door.
I don't.
Nothing happens.
Bro.
Can
Blood does not seem to activate anything.
Can
here.
we take
Can I
off
lick
the
it?
vines on the thing?
You can. How do you do that?
I'm gonna go
Rip.
ahead and take my small knife and cut one of the vines from around one of these structures.
You cut the vine,
And try to unwrap it.
and a strange thing happens. It oozes out like a blood, like a thick, kind of dark reddish, almost rotten blood.
Like jelly?
Yeah, it's pretty coagulated.
Okay.
Right, I take my bow and arrow and I start shooting at the things inside the cages.
Okay. Roll.
Why?
11. What am I adding? Athletics?
Don't question it.
What's your longbow bonus?
My longbow bonus is +5,
Okay, so add +5.
so 16.
Okay. Your arrow sinks solidly into the statue, and nothing happens.
Like
This
flesh?
it should
Is
not
this-
be able to do that.
Yeah,
into
is this stone an illusion? What
It is.
What?
You suddenly, as you think about this, you look and you're like, those aren't statues.
Those are people. They're people. That's why
Those
the
things, they're.
It's like flesh.
If it was stone, her arrow should have bounced off of it, and instead it's stuck inside this thing.
that's
And you see slowly, it hasn't moved, but you slowly see like this same kind of dark red coagulated blood oozing out of where her arrow hit it. And as you're thinking about how those things are illusions, you notice that the bars on the cells that are keeping them inside, there are no bars. It's open. There's no bars there. Now remember that no one else knows that, because you saw that.
Can I tell everyone?
Sure.
Guys!
what happened?
What if you say it aloud and that like breaks the magic?
Go ahead.
Something bad is happening.
What
Well,
what
tell
is
us.
it?
Those aren't statues.
What are they?
That's not stone. It's
How do you
an
know-
illusion.
How do you
There's
know
no
that?
bars. I'm magic, that's it.
Oh my god. They're people? Are they
We finna
people?
die.
As you guys all start to look back at the area that Tetra's looking at, you notice that in fact there aren't any bars. There's no cell. And that what looked like statues looks more and more like demons with a strange kind of textured skin.
I said
Maybe
demons
we know them.
rotting
Are they
meat
family?
smells
I'm gonna.
indicates
How much damage did I
demons.
get for shooting arrows into
Can I
my
speak in
Roll the damage.
Infernal?
roll damage?
Sure.
What do you want to say
Hello?
to them?
Is a
Is anyone
wait. How do I do
there?
damage?
No response. Look at your longbow. Next to your longbow, it should say 1d8 plus something.
Yeah.
Roll the 1d8 and add the something.
Did you hear my infernal?
No, that's a d10. The d8 is like 2 triangles. Yes.
4 plus 2, 6.
Yep.
So I got 6 on both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I shoot more arrows.
Okay.
Why?
9 plus.
Yeah, here's the thing. You shoot, how many arrows do you want to shoot? Do you know how many arrows you have? You have 40 arrows total. So just tell me how many you want to sink into this thing.
How many do I want to sink in?
Yeah, your call.
You already have one.
Can I breathe fire on it?
You want to try that?
I don't know, maybe I'll melt them.
Yeah.
Do you have the ability to breathe fire?
I'm a fire eater kid.
Oh, okay. All right, how does that work?
Oh wait, set these on fire.
Wait, can I do that?
Yeah.
Or is
Yeah,
that a
just
bad
do it.
idea?
Don't ask.
You
Don't
don't have
ask.
to ask
Just
permission,
do.
you can do it.
Just do.
Do I have to roll for it?
How are you setting them on fire? Are you trying to be
mouth.
like showy and take your flask and like spit fire into
Yeah.
it? Okay. Just make your roll. So you get to add in your performance basically. So it's your proficiency bonus plus 3.
Okay. 8 plus 3.
Okay. You're like, and you shoot fire, and the first brazier goes, and it lights up. There's oil in it, and it lights up.
Can I do it again
Sure.
for the other one?
Wait.
It's fine.
What if opening the second one just
The
makes
second brazier lights up, and as the second brazier
I'm just
lights
getting
up,
him ideas right.
you notice that the runes on the wall that you tried to rub your blood finger on, now they suddenly glow. All of them. The whole thing glows red.
It's like we turned it on or something.
Can I take? Are these removable? Is the fire part removable at all?
Like,
No,
walk
they're
around
on
like a
big,
torch.
huge stands that are like 8 feet in the air. Now, with those lit, the room is very suddenly like well lit.
So we can
And
see.
What
oil's
happens to the
flickering.
big demon things?
Yeah.
Nothing happens. They don't do
Can I
anything.
continue
they're
to
just,
unwrap
like, corpses. Are
I'm
they-
gonna continue to unwrap the viney parts from all the structures.
Are
From
they
all the
still like
statues.
excreting?
Yeah. So are they just
The
like,
one that she shot, yeah, it's like
Is there stuff excreting from the stuff that she ripped the vine off of too?
yes. If you cut more vines, it's still oozing stuff out.
Is it like flooding the
Is there
place,
something
or
No.
like not a
behind-
problem?
No,
Behind that.
it's like somebody squeezing out like ketchup. It's just thick,
Like the-
like.
does it look like they've been dead for a long time? Or if they are
Well,
dead?
the vines don't look dead. They look like vines that
about
would
the
grow from the
demons?
earth.
Tetra, I feel like you should
Do they look
breathe
like
some fire
corpses?
on these
They
stone
don't look like
boys.
corpses. They look exactly like what you see.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I don't know what I see.
Tetra, I feel like you should breathe some fire on these stone boys. See what happens. Pop them open.
Should I'll try that.
Yes.
Wait, why are we fixating on these stones?
Because they seem important. There's a lot of them.
And things are progressing.
Point to what you're breathing fire at.
The one right next to me.
Okay. So there's like an altar with vines.
Yeah.
You breathe fire on it.
5.
You
kind
just
of
consider
miss.
it an altar?
You spit like fire near it, but you notice that a few of the vines go like and like move away from the fire.
Tetra, I feel like you should continue.
9 plus 3.
Wait. Did you just say
Well,
it's
vines
an
move.
altar?
It looks like an
Like,
altar.
it's a religious,
Can we like put our blood on top of it?
something.
It kind of looks like an altar.
You're like gonna summon a demon, dude. Why are you blowing fire?
We are
on
demons.
it?
Y'all are demons.
Yeah, I
Make some
understand that,
friends.
but- Okay.
You
Be like Sorshe. Meet
you
a man.
notice that as you spit fire, the vines seem to retreat away from the fire.
I want to go. It's okay.
You don't have to keep making rolls. If you just tell me that you want
I
to
wanna
like
do it
douse this
again.
thing in oil.
I want to do
So
it. Yeah.
do any of you have flasks of oil or torches?
I have a fire eater kit. Does that count?
That'll count.
Does that
But you
include-
probably don't have enough like
Okay.
oil to spit out to do all of
That's
these.
true.
Can
have
I
old
take? I have
clothes.
common clothes in my bag. Can I douse one and dip them in the fire thing?
Yes.
And then drench them all over the.
That's
Yes,
a good
you reach up
idea.
and basically wad up some of your clothing, and you sink it into the oil, and now you're holding a dripping flame rag, and you like throw it on, and the vines like are like, and they like retreat into the earth. You've cleared off one of the 6 statue/altars.
Okay.
Is there
well,
something behind it? Like what?
I
While
have-
we're looking at the freshly
No.
cleaned altars, or anything we noticed?
Yes. So you notice that this one in the corner definitely looks like some kind of altar, as if it was used for some kind of ritual purpose.
I have divine sense, detect evil. For up to 80 feet, can I? Do I
Yeah.
need to roll for that?
No, I'm just gonna say that right off the bat, you think that those 2 big bone-looking statues just radiate evil.
Awesome.
Just like just you're blinded by their evil.
Okay, I'm gonna do an investigation check to find I'm looking for like an amulet or special other item
Okay.
in this room.
Okay.
8.
You don't see any amulets.
Can I roll a religion on the room?
Mhm.
Just like anything. 13 plus 6. Or
Yeah.
plus 6.
You feel like there's some religious significance to the 6 statues and altars and things that are on the sides, but it's not like anything you've ever seen on this continent. It's some kind of totally different civilization or religion that you're not familiar with.
Is it all like the same religion,
Mm.
or is it different religion?
Curiously, they look different. You notice that there are definitely 2 altars on opposite corners from each other. The other 4 seem to be more like symbolic statues and like monoliths, but not necessarily altars. That one and that one over there seem to be altars.
I'm going to ask Whoa to take out the amethysts that we found.
Mm-hmm.
And since we found 2,
Mm-hmm.
I take them and I try and use them to control the not statue things.
How do you do that?
I hold them and I say that I am their new master.
They do not respond at all. But
Oh.
I go up to them
Mhm.
and I put the amethyst in both of their chests.
like just up against their chest.
No, like inside of them.
Yeah, it's like pushing into stone. You fail. You-
Okay.
Hey Sorshe,
Wait, can
why
I-
don't you try to put each amethyst on each of the altars on top?
Can
Yes.
but before she does that, can I see if they can make a triangle put together?
You try to hold the 2 amethysts together, and they don't really
Go
make
together?
a triangle. But good thinking.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I put them on each altar.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
Yes.
What happens?
You put one on the first altar, and the altar's surface glows red.
I put tons of my blood on there.
Okay.
Just
All right.
Like pass out.
Put the other amethyst on the other altar.
She dies from blood loss.
Okay. You go to the other altar.
I put
You put the other amethyst on the other altar.
yeah, and I put
Do
like
you also bleed on it?
yeah, I'm doing like symbols that say like I am your master in Elvish or in Common.
Okay.
waiting
That has no impact on anything, but I'm glad you tried it. So here's what happens when you put the amethyst on the second altar and you drip some of your blood. Both of the altars now glow green, and you notice The runes on the wall that were red and lit up when you guys lit up the braziers are now green. And you hear a grinding sound.
Door open.
Wow.
Can you roll D20?
I got big
Put this in
brain.
between. And when you guys open, when this opens, you notice,
Brains. Small barrels.
put this throne in there. Oops, wrong.
I want to keep those.
Like his mama.
You like
I'm
his
gonna go
mama.
ahead
He
and
comes
take my
dead, they don't even
amethyst
know
back.
Bro.
You like his mama.
You
own
own
the
a
moto.
Put this guy in front of the throne.
It's not
Okay,
gonna stay.
so-
He's too thick.
Whoa.
Sitting on the throne,
Summoned.
you see a skeleton in armor. The skeleton looks like this armor is very fancy, of a very ancient design and type. The armor shows signs of a little bit of wear, as you see some of the earth, the wall has cracked and there are like vines that have crept in. And you notice like there's a little bit of moisture and moss from that. So some of the armor's a little bit rusted, but the skeleton is in the armor with a sword in its hand on the throne.
Okay, I'm like, I go up to him, I'm like, I am your master.
The skeleton doesn't move.
Okay, can I take the amethyst back?
Sure.
And then I put them in its chest, and I'm like, I'm your master.
Okay. It's wearing armor, so
Yeah, but it has like a little collared one area, actually.
yeah, you just set it there, nothing happens.
Why are you so aggressive?
Alright, I put them in both its eye sockets, like where we found them from before.
Ah. You do?
Yeah.
Okay. You put the amethysts in the eye sockets of this skeleton on the throne. And the skeleton sits up like this. It doesn't have eyes. But when it sits up like that, the amethysts glow. And with the one hand on this sword, the other hand opens up like this. And you see in its hand there's a key with a strange shape at the end. Almost like
A triangle.
a triangle.
I'm gonna snag that key up.
Wait, but he's holding a knife.
He's holding a big sword. You take the key, and it doesn't move. It's just there.
Oh.
Take the amethyst. I take the amethyst out of its eyes.
You start to reach for the amethyst. It goes.
Oh!
It doesn't attack you, but it brings its sword up.
Like fighting
Back
because
me up, sis. Back me up.
I would leave them there just because I feel like they're not valuable. To us.
Aren't there doors closed behind us?
Oh. Is that the door?
Yeah, it's open.
Alright, we
It's
dip.
open.
let's go.
We're running.
We went upstairs
Should we,
to the tomb.
What?
I look
Should we
behind
what?
us. Is
Should
there
we-
anything there?
should we get the amethyst back? We might need it for something else.
Well, if we need it, then we'll come back and get it, but I doubt it, honestly.
Wait, I look behind
What
us.
if another door
Is
closes?
he following?
Nope, he's still there.
Okay.
Actually, once you guys left his little chamber, he went back to like, and like
You have the thieves.
sat back in the throne.
Oh,
sleight
I
of
have
hand.
I have thieves
Sleight of
tools.
hand.
Thieves tools. Can I take the amethyst back using my thieves tools?
Are you gonna approach with your thieves tools? You're gonna approach with your thieves tools?
Sleight of
Yeah.
hand.
Okay, you get up closer, swords back up.
Use sleight of hand.
I don't. I mean, I don't.
Sleight of hand would be like me doing this, like, oh look, there's a coin in here.
Yeah.
That's sleight of hand, which is great if you're picking his pocket, but he knows what you're after and he has a big sword.
He doesn't have eyes.
No, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he
you
does.
just said he did
Right.
it.
Magic,
The
magic,
amethysts are his eyes.
magic, guys.
What if you're like,
Okay, guys,
Can
it
we,
really,
like,
it really
put a-
isn't that serious.
You take
Let's
a
just go
picture
upstairs.
of the room from there, and then you. Like you take a picture of it, print it out, and then like have it come close to him,
I'm
and
gonna
then.
stab you. Alright,
They're
so
printing
what
the
do you do?
Walgreens.
We leave. We go upstairs. Let's use the
Okay.
key, fam.
You guys bounce.
Yeah.
You go back down the hallway, you go up the stairs, you go around the roundabout thing, and you crawl on your hands and knees until you get into the tiny little chamber on the top with the sarcophagus. Remember that? Remember
Yes.
the sarcophagus?
No, we have one already. It's fine.
Damn you with with that baby.
Can I have a
He
baby?
called me
That's
daddy.
bell
I don't even
peppers,
know his
okay.
mama.
His name is Bell Pepper. Respect him.
Okay, so there's the room,
thought you were
the
gonna
tiny
say
little
his
room.
name.
Move all you vixens in there. So you're at the top. You're in the tiny little room, crowded in around the sarcophagus. There's not a baby.
I'm sorry.
Okay, boo.
And you notice that all of the symbols on the sarcophagus, all of the symbols around the sarcophagus are lit green.
After we do the key thing?
Before we do the
All of the.
And you have the key, whoa.
Okay,
All right,
I'm
well.
gonna go to the little opening hole
go above it.
and put that key in there.
Okay, it seems to fit.
Turn.
I'm gonna turn it a little bit.
You turn it, and it actually doesn't grind or anything. You turn it, and you hear like a,
Yeah.
Darth Vader.
Old pressure release. And then I'm gonna try to open that tube.
the lid
Melissa,
seems to
when
be
she takes
loose,
her
as if
spoons
you
off.
can open it up.
Alright, I use my strength and I push it over.
You
Don't
don't need,
disrespect.
you don't need to use much strength. You're able to lift it off very easily. And inside of the sarcophagus, you see the body of an elf.
Can I sell him some flowers and
Now, instead of this body being like a mummy,
it's just
you know, where the skin's gaunt, or it looks like an elf who's alive and is just asleep. Like this elf
I'm gonna kiss it.
looks completely alive, but just asleep.
I think the elf should kiss it.
And
Man
let me
or girl?
describe this elf to you. The elf has long blonde hair, and his build is very like but like muscular. Like
Oh,
So
that's
he's
like
scary.
his chest and shoulders are broad. He has like
I'm
strong
coming to see him
arms,
first.
and he's wearing like robes. He's not like mummified, like wrapped, but he's like clearly
A nice
in
Then,
some
like,
kind of
some,
like
see-through
dressed
silk robe.
for-
like a
you know.
white linen robe with like a simple cloth, and you notice that his hands are kind of over his chest. Like now he's not breathing, but he doesn't look
Does he, like,
like
he
somebody
doesn't
who's
look
been
dead.
buried for
Radiate
thousands of
like
years.
a glow.
He doesn't radiate a glow.
I'm gonna kiss him.
Okay, you do. His lips feel like cold, but not like you're kissing a dead person.
Like someone like me right now, because I'm very cold.
Yeah.
Can I like flick him?
I take
Sure.
my
Where do you flick
my
it?
bloody finger and I put it in his mouth.
Do you?
I'm so glad I kissed him first.
Okay. You kiss him. You're about to like
I'm gonna
flick his
flick
ear.
Yeah.
You
Cheek
flick
or
his ear.
something.
Nothing happens. You take your bloody finger and like rub it across his lips.
He's like
His eyes open up and he goes,
Pepper
and he bites your finger.
And I say yes.
Good.
Yeah. Do it again harder this time.
With a natural 20.
Good, your finger's gone. He said no more blood. No more blood.
You take 8 hit points of damage and your finger's gone.
Which finger?
Everybody roll initiative.
Wait, I need that though.
You have another one.
I rolled a natural 20.
18.
Give me bell pepper.
17.
I
Give
have
me bell
15.
pepper.
I have 15. I
Give
have
me
15.
bell
I
pepper.
have 15.
It's like a drinking.
Okay.
I got
21.
21.
Like a rolling.
Amanda,
I got
21.
23.
Abby, 23.
Natural 20, baby.
Oh wait,
Beth?
you
16.
got. Oh, did you?
Reagan,
18.
18. Whoa.
17.
17. And him got 22.
Him.
Wait, I'm losing a finger because I woke up daddy.
I'm a little upset.
Okay, so Abby, you were startled after she kissed this sleeping elf, and you flicked his ear, and like nothing happened, and then Sorshe like rubbed her bloody finger across his lips, and he was like, "Pow!" And you noticed that he has fangs, and he didn't just bite her finger off, but he was like slurping the blood off of her bleeding.
Yo, we gotta get out of here, dude.
And we're leaving Sorshe here. She's gonna be a vampire.
Oh my god.
No,
Oh.
because the finger's gone. You just ripped it off.
What do you do?
If I become,
Cry?
wait, can I become a vampire ranger half-orc?
We'll find out.
Oh, y'all, if I become a
Okay.
vampire,
Can I?
you're gonna be
so
so
sad.
You want to persuade him to calm down?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you say, and what do you do?
Hey, baby.
I'll flick his ear.
That's it. Just, hey, baby.
No, I'm like, hey, what's up? I know you've been here for a while.
You are an
What's
elf.
going on?
Maybe you will have a chance. Make a persuasion roll. You're the only elf in the room. Maybe you'll get his attention just by being who you are. So 13 plus persuasion.
So, 13.
You're like, hey there. He
He's like,
either doesn't seem to notice you or doesn't care. You have to beat him in a grapple check.
what?
So you're gonna roll your strength. Just roll and add in your strength modifier.
11, 12,
Yeah.
12.
So he, like, after he bit your finger off, his hands reach up and grab you and basically pull you in. So he's got your hand, like in a hand lock, as he's sucking the blood out of your finger stump, and his other hand grabs you by the throat and pulls him in towards you.
Can I
So you
knock
are
him
now
out?
in the sarcophagus, and he's sucking blood out of your hand.
Can I knock him out?
On your next turn, Flirty. Now it's Amanda's turn.
What? Okay, I'm gonna use my sword and try and stab him.
I'm
Okay.
on top of him,
Stab.
hon.
I'm going to tell you this. You can still try that, but just know that if you miss, you will stab her. Because he pulled her on top of it.
Like, there's
And
no
she's bigger.
wiggle room in there? Like,
You could try
Try
to
to
like
stab
stab
his
on the
brain.
side, but
Okay,
I'm just saying,
okay, no.
if you roll a 1, you automatically hit.
Okay, no, I'm just gonna
Sorshe.
try. Can I use my strength and see if I'm strong enough to pull her back?
Oh, good. Yes.
Yeah, that might be nice.
Make a strength check.
Normal roll.
Add your strength bonus in. Beth, help.
Where is it? Oh, that's 10.
Yeah, you're like, get up. Let go of my friend, scary elf vampire. Okay.
Buffy?
Up next is Reagan.
I'll just be like, I'll be your vampire
Oh, I'm
queen.
sorry, I
Leave
forgot.
me alone.
You take
Thought it was
1 more
Melissa.
damage as he sucks more of your lifeblood out of your hand.
Okay,
Take it.
can
Take
I,
it.
can I,
Write it down.
Take it.
where?
Under your hit points that you already lost.
How
You lost
in your
8
temporary.
plus 1.
So
Yeah.
9.
9.
Okay, now continue.
Okay, so,
You don't look like
what
an
do I
elf
say? Do I say, like,
vampire.
You tell me.
bro, okay, just hear me out, though. If I become a vampire with my orc fangs,
You don't know anything about that. But I will say this. This creature doesn't seem to be interested in letting you go, and he's very interested in draining your blood.
okay.
Dude, get out of there.
You could die
Oh,
fast.
oh.
You could try to break the grapple
Oh,
if you want to roll higher
Oh,
than
no,
that.
bark skin.
What?
You could cast Bark Skin on yourself, but here's the problem. He's not attacking you, he has you in a grapple. You can either break the grapple, you can make a strength check to see if you can break it,
But,
or
like,
you could try something
bark
else.
skin, he wouldn't be able to keep sucking my blood.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know about that. 'Cause see, you have this going on. Like your
It's like
stump
open.
is
You can't
open.
close
It's
a
just
stump.
gouging-
Cure wounds.
You could cure wounds yourself.
And then he would open it
Okay,
again.
I'm gonna do cure wounds and bark skin.
No, one spell at a time.
Okay,
Do it
Get out-
after
okay,
you
do
get
a-
out, because he's
do a
just gonna
strength
open the
check.
wound
Do
again.
a strength
Yeah.
check and then get out of the situation and then heal yourself.
Yes.
Heal you.
Roll.
We're telling you
12.
this in real
You
time.
squirm and struggle, but he is a vampire. All right.
Okay, but
Now
then
it's Melissa's turn.
I want to do bark skin.
Okay.
I do bark skin.
Yeah.
And then I do.
In your panic, you invoke Bark Skin.
All right, and then I do heal wounds.
Next round. Do you have word of healing?
No.
No. All right. All right. You're up, Woe.
Do you?
Can I do a flurry of blows?
You could. I want you to look carefully at your woish abilities. Perhaps there's one that would stun someone.
Oh, stunning strike.
Oh, hey.
Wait, but I still want
What
to make
page
out
is
with
that
him.
You know, I happen to not write that down.
Okay. Well, I'll look it up for you.
Thank you.
Stunning strike might just stun.
Who
The
would have
person.
thunk? Who would have thunk?
Okay, so you can interfere with the flow of chi in an opponent's body. When you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack, you spend 1 chi point to attempt a stunning strike. The target must succeed on a Constitution save or be stunned. Go ahead. Huzzah!
So scared.
Roll.
I'm so scared. Plus what?
plus 7.
11.
Nope. You could use your second attack and try another
Like,
one.
I'm bleeding.
Yeah, I do have an
Okay.
extra attack.
All right.
Um,
Try your stunning attack number 2.
plus 23.
That will hit. You find that his weakness is actually the elbow that's holding her neck. You strike him on the elbow and you focus your chi as you huzzah him. And you notice his elbow like freezes up and suddenly like he's stunned and unable to move. You feel like his grip on you is still there, but like he's not actively able to resist you.
So I can move.
In a minute. Bottom of the order, Beth.
What?
It's your turn.
Okay, so is she free yet?
She's not, you could reach and pull her off.
Okay.
'Cause you're strong.
I want to do that.
Okay, go ahead.
Strength.
Add in your strength bonus.
6 plus 4, so 10.
Mhm. You pull Sorshe off. And you notice as you pull her off, the elf guy's like, and he's just not moving. Like there's blood dripping down his mouth. And his hand is where it was, like holding her neck, and the other hand's like, ah, but you like pull her out.
Okay,
Can I put my neck where
let's
hers
put the
was?
thing back over it and then relock it.
Yeah,
Okay, wait. Top of the order, it's Abby's turn.
Abby, do that.
Abby. Sorshe has been pulled free by Mantra.
Can I be like, hey baby, I'm on my period?
Ew!
You could.
That could get his attention, that's all I'm saying.
It
I want
could.
a sexy vampire boyfriend.
All right, so you're gonna try to persuade him again.
I'm gonna
now?
persuade him to be friends and
Okay.
make out with me.
All right.
Hello.
Melissa's face is the best. Oh my god. She rolled a natural 20
on what? On what?
on her
On her
persuasion.
period.
The elf.
No
The
longer
elf.
sponsored by Coke Zero.
Like his
The elf's
pupils.
eyes like look up at you, and he's still stunned for right now. And then a moment later, when he's not stunned because it's his turn, he looks up at you and he goes, whoosh, and he grabs you and tries to grapple you, and fails. He reaches out and tries to grapple you
Try
and
to
fails.
entice him.
Yeah,
He wants to
why?
kill you.
Now
He's trying to munch.
it is Amanda's turn. The vampire is open for your stabbing needs.
Okay,
Or-
I'm on my way.
Lid and lock. Lid and lock.
What?
Oh my god.
She wants you to put the lid on it.
Oh,
You guys aren't dating.
Wait, was I even
You met him
wrong?
2 minutes
I got
ago.
a 4 regardless.
Straight.
Okay.
It was Matthew Greg.
You reach out to stab him, and in the frenzy of him reaching up after Tetra and then retreating, your stab misses.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think I get a second turn,
No.
so. Oh well.
You do have the ability to use a bonus action to hide, disengage, or dash. And you can move.
Do the dash.
There's not a lot of room to move.
Hide.
Yeah, I
But
say
you
run
feel
for it.
like it's possible that you could.
Can I, in my dash, can I like try and grab Abby really quick and like get her?
My name is
'Cause-
Tetra.
Tetra.
You want to tackle
Abby-
Tetra down
Tetra?
down the
Tetra?
ramp?
No, like grab her. She
No,
wants to
I went
take
like
over.
I want to be like, you know, because she. Cause
I will let you try to do that. You have to make a grapple check.
What is?
That's your strength bonus, which will be a -1 to
Oh.
your roll. Roll away. You're like,
You pet my hair.
yes. All right. Now it's Reagan's turn.
Okay.
What do you want to do, Stumpy?
Heal wounds.
You cure your own wound.
Yeah.
All right. Roll your D8 and add in your wisdom bonus.
This is what will happen.
D8.
Oh, look at that. You heal yourself up.
Yeah.
Your stump closes over. It's no longer bleeding.
I don't have a real finger though.
No, you're
You're
9-fingered
stumpy.
sorcerer right now.
It's healed.
You're stumpy.
Okay. Can I do anything
Your
else?
finger's in his mouth. That's your action. You could still move, and you could still use a bonus action. if you have any bonus action things that you can do as a ranger.
Oh, I don't really know what that means.
Okay, moving on. Melissa, it's your turn. You have expended 2 chi, so you're down to 4. Okay. You notice that your stun seemed to have an impact on him. That was at least helpful. But now he's still in the sarcophagus and he's lashing out at different people around you.
Oh, I know I should.
What do you do?
Can we just like put the lid back on?
Close it.
You want to close the lid?
Lock it.
We're stunned.
So you're gonna slam the lid down.
Yes.
All right. You're gonna have to make a strength check.
Do I have a thing where I could do acrobatics instead of strength?
How would you close a lid
Yes.
to a sarcophagus with acrobatics?
I kick my leg up and like slam it back down.
Oh,
On the
okay.
lid.
All right. I'll let you do that.
That's sick.
What'd you roll?
Natural 20.
Did you really? You ninja that shit. You're like, Kokapcha! And the stone thing goes, and the. You notice he's like, "Rah!" And it closes on him.
On his arm, and it's off. He has no arm.
No.
It's gone.
No.
He doesn't. He
it was
tried
like
to get out, but
this.
like it came, and so he just like retreated back in. So the
Key.
lid is closed.
Key.
Where
Can
is
I
the
take the key?
Yeah, you're done. Somebody else is
Who
gonna have
has
to
the key?
take the key.
Who's next?
I'm
Is
gonna
it me?
It is in
Well,
fact you.
I
Hey,
take
here's
the key and then.
You jam the key in and lock it.
Yeah.
All the runes around the sarcophagus turn
Go red.
red.
Time to dash. Time to do the dash. Bye. We're running.
You can hear him inside.
That's
He's
okay.
mad.
He's scratching and seething, and you hear him
I'm
speaking
gonna
a
eat the
language.
key.
He's like screaming at you in some
He
language.
can't get
We
out.
don't know it though.
What language?
Give me my.
Wait,
You don't
Is it-
recognize the language he's speaking.
Is it infernal?
You don't recognize the language he's speaking.
But what?
Does anyone say anything back?
Yeah,
Hello.
I say something in Elvish.
What do you say?
I say,
Want to be my boyfriend?
who are, no, I don't. I say, who are you? What do you want?
You hear him stop screaming, and as if like he might have heard you.
And then I say it again, louder.
No.
There seems to be some silence, like the scratching stops. And then in Elvish, but in a very kind of a strange accent, and some of the words that he's saying are not particularly exactly Elvish, but some of them are. You basically get him saying like, "Please let me free."
And then I say,
Where are you from?
after
So you speak Elvish. Who else speaks Elvish?
we all do.
So the Elvish that he spoke it would be like
Like Shakespearean?
it'd be like if you were in Italy and somebody was speaking like Italian but with some Latin thrown in. Like the word
Like
structure
older?
and the grammar is not right, but you can make out what he's saying.
Is it
So
like,
it's like old Elvish.
could it be like,
Maybe,
like how we hear like Shakespearean, like,
maybe.
Okay,
I want to roll investigation
For what?
Him.
for his voice, for his accent.
No.
Can I do history?
Sure.
Can I do history?
Sure.
I have 9.
13.
No.
13?
Yeah.
You're like, nobody speaks Elvish like this anymore.
hey,
Nor have they in like 1,000 years.
so we ask him what year it is.
When are you from?
Welcome to the year 3000.
You say that in Elvish? When are you from?
Back to the future.
Malakuni.
We heard that.
You didn't make out the words he was
Malak-
saying, but you know it had something to do with the dynasty of Malakuni.
That sounds familiar.
Hey, dude. Wasn't
Wait,
that the
guys,
painting?
what if this is like the true heir to the throne, or like the old king?
Is that the
He's
painting?
a
So
vampire.
if we free him and he goes to the city of Malakun,
Isn't that the dude?
he'll become yeah, but they don't have dukes anymore. But you
yeah,
have no
but he's
idea.
from
Can I
there.
roll a
You
history
have
check
no
on?
idea.
This is his.
Listen to each other. Go ahead, Amanda.
Oh, this is his, like resting place, or it's supposed to be, right?
You guys remember the stone that you
Yeah.
found?
Yeah, at the top.
And what did it say?
King
It belonged
It
to
was
the
where
dude.
like the
of-
Duke was.
The Duke of...
Malakun.
No.
Ma-
There was a different name.
It was like started with a T.
Trevor.
Duke... I'm Duke Trevor. Formerly an elf, and now a vampire.
You can call me Trav.
But yes, Amanda is correct that the marker that you found, though faded, indicated that this was the burial place of some duke,
And we haven't seen any
which
other
one of you
burials.
guys had a successful history roll with and recalled that they have not used any of those titles in the Great Kingdom of Malakun in a very long time.
Yeah, so obviously if you go down, like he probably has more claim to the throne, is probably more related to like the OG.
Okay,
like
why
king.
does that?
So I'm just saying that he's probably like wants to go.
He wants to
go
reclaim
back.
his.
Okay, but people are gonna be like, "What the hell? You're like 1,000
well,
years old.
why don't? Can
Why
I
would
ask
we do
him?
that? He's gonna eat everyone.
That's not our problem.
Not if he's my boyfriend.
In fact, these people take people like you
We can't
and
let-
enslave them.
We can't. And
He can
he's
change
gonna
his
kill
ways.
them. You don't know.
Amanda,
This
what
is
were
not
you
Twilight.
Greatest quote ever. This is not.
If we're
So he
being
seems to
realistic,
be expecting-
vampires.
I'm assuming that you guys are not having this conversation in Elvish.
No,
No.
common.
Of
So you're
course
speaking
not.
in common. You notice that like he's quiet, like as if he's trying to listen to you guys. And then after you guys have been talking like you have been for like a minute, you hear him say again in this very ancient kind of Elvish dialect, "Please to let me freedom."
Why? I asked him
Look
that
at
in
Melissa's
Elvish.
face. I want to ask who he is.
My family, my people.
Say they're dead.
They are dead.
How much moon's time is they?
1,000 years.
Many.
Say okay, wait. So how many moon phases? Like it's probably like once every month in 1,000 years. So 12,000.
You say that,
Yeah.
and there's like just
3.
silence.
Okay, moons means nights.
No,
so
moons means moon cycles.
Yeah, moons
Oh.
means like
He
months.
thumps 3 times.
Never
What does that do?
be like, what?
Who is king now?
History check.
One of us will figure it out. Oh.
I got a 4.
12.
5.
I feel like that's kind of
You-
common knowledge.
You know who the king of the great kingdom of Malakun is. His name is Tertingi Malakuni.
All right, we say that.
Tertingi.
Malakuni.
God, I want a hot dog.
He's not gonna know what that is.
There's a moment, and he says, "Name one time Moors."
Quentin Tarantino.
Malakuni, that's what he said before, though. So,
Malakuni Tertingi,
Yeah.
Something
yeah.
like that.
king now.
Yes, mister. Now give us some information, please.
Yeah. Why does that name? Do you recognize that name? I say.
Please, to make free,
Why?
Why should we?
must save family,
They're dead.
They are literally so far gone.
not dead.
Are they vampires?
Yeah. Are they
Current
vampires?
ones?
Are they like
Current
you?
Living ones?
Oh,
I don't
Are
speak
these like
Elvish.
descendants?
Are they immortal like you? I say in Elvish to him.
No,
Then they're dead. I say in Elvish.
not dead. Trap
You're stupid. And
Trapped
we're
where?
leaving.
in box.
Okay. You know what?
Stone box.
I let him out.
Whoa, no.
You don't have the key. She does.
I ate it.
I say we let him out.
You did not eat it.
Wait.
We're like,
wait.
Beth,
Wait,
turn around.
who's the fastest here? Who's the fastest here?
Either Sina or Woe.
Hello.
I don't know. How do
I
we
know, I
check?
think
I have
Oh,
a
you
lot-
mean fastest like running
Yeah,
speed? She is.
I have a
She's a
lot.
wood elf.
I have relentless endurance.
Although she can run in a short sprint way faster.
Okay,
So can she. Actually,
say-
you're all
Wait,
fast.
so our
Wait.
main goal right now is like
I say
this
we-
adventure's about finding that like artifact. He's super old. Why don't we ask him if he knows anything about it?
Ask him. in
Yeah,
your
say we'll
elf.
let him out if he tells us about this object.
Do you? But I don't know. What's,
I'll
I'd
ask him
like-
since I know about the artifact.
do you have any information on like the thing?
The artif-
Do you know
The
about the
artifact? Do you know about the orb? Have you heard of an orb? A special orb?
Not words making
Oh,
difficult.
he doesn't understand it.
Tongues different.
Okay, what is that
I'm gonna
called?
play in my
specifically?
harp.
I don't remember.
What?
Did you
Open.
just play your harp?
Make free. No biting.
Okay, I say that we all go out in the sunlight except for the fastest
Pact.
one of us.
Pact.
Say-
no
say-
biting.
So are we?
Do
so are we making an
vow?
Well, we're not gonna
I asked in
bite
Elvish,
you.
do you vow not to bite us or harm us in any way?
Okay, well,
Yes.
what does he could eat us all? Like,
I know, but
If
I
you
feel
even
like an
try it,
ancient elf's
I will
word is
shillelagh
worth
the
like
shit out of
something.
you.
I feel like that should go on the t-shirts.
Honor of family pact. No
Okay.
biting.
Okay.
Okay, so we
He's-
all go out in the sunlight except for the fastest of us.
Beth, did you? Well,
Which is
that means
Tetra.
that everybody goes outside, right?
I
Yeah.
threw up the key.
Beth.
I threw it up. Here.
All right.
Alright.
There's the key. You open it up. You pop open the slab. He looks at you guys. He doesn't like jump out or lunge or anything.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that like the blood that was on his face, your blood, is like gone now. Like it's just
He was, like-
soaked
He
into his
slurped it
skin.
up.
Did his fangs like retract?
Yeah.
Does he
he's-
look
he's
more
like-
lively?
You notice that he does seem to have like a slightly bit more of like a
Color.
human coloration. He looks less like
What if?
cold.
Okay, can we offer him to get
Do you
him
have
like
what they're called on
animal
your
blood
because you're holding them, right?
in exchange for his
Well,
help on
You
it?
can
What
try
they're
in,
called?
in his language.
Orbs?
He
Yeah,
does
the things
not
that
get
we-
up. He just stays there
I just
and he
have
looks at
written
you
down
and he's
his
like,
artifact.
words for pact.
Huh?
He looks at all of you and he's like, he looks at you again and he's like, and then he looks at her, but then he looks very confused and he's like, is what? Is what?
Tiefling.
This is Sorshe. She is a half-orc. This is Sina. She is a
He's like, orc.
Big. Say big.
big
Shrek. Lady.
Is man? Is man?
No.
Close.
Man.
No.
Elf.
Yes.
Elf.
Yes.
Man.
Is man.
Human. Not man
yeah.
like gender.
Oh,
like a
not
human.
man. Not man.
She is a human. Though.
Yes. Yes. Never
Is
mind.
man. Or
Orc.
Tiefling.
Finoops.
Fanu?
What? wait, what? Finoops?
Est Finoot.
Bill.
He points to the two tieflings.
Bill, what do you mean by finoops?
Es Finoot.
Does that mean slave?
I want to do
She remembers something.
a
Pact.
history check.
Elf. 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 Pact.
Yes.
Yes.
Pact.
Yes.
Eft Finoot.
Friend.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
Friend.
Friend.
Can I
Friend.
roll investigation on why he's saying fine?
Uh-huh. You know what the word is.
I know, but like
What's the word?
it's
Slave?
the guy who was like boss.
Our benefactor.
Yeah.
Oh. Should we?
But is he a tiefling? He's not a tiefling, he's a human.
Ask him if he knows Finute. I don't speak elf.
No.
You know him?
Wait, the old Finoob was really old. Remember? He was like,
Finute, elf, man, orc, pact.
do you know old Finoob? Do you know other Finoob?
Finute, Finute,
Do you know another Finoob?
Finute.
But do you know another Finoob?
Is
Fine.
Fine friend?
No, find out just means half tiefling, right?
Abby, say that again.
Is fine friend?
How do
He
I-
looks at her and he points.
Army
Huh?
leader man.
Soldier?
Yes.
Emperor?
Finute.
Oh.
Finute.
Yeah, like slave. Like a soldier slave. Someone who would fight for you
Not
in
the
the
boss.
tournaments.
Finute.
Like they did before, remember?
So like
You got killed,
you
fired.
Finoob.
Oh.
Duke. Finute.
Finute
Not
was
anymore.
your servant. Finute was your servant. Or soldier.
Or slave.
He was.
Finute. Finute.
No.
Pact.
Packed. I don't understand this.
It just means slave. You remember before they said that
No,
they-
but why would our boss's name be Finoob? And there was another one in the last quest, and he was really old, remember? And his name was Finoob, and Beecher killed him. Didn't Beecher kill him?
You recall that in your confrontation, that in fact there was your boss who referred to him as himself as Finoob. Finoob. And then
Finooped?
there was a blonde, no, he didn't say Finoob with a T. He said
But this
Finoob.
guy is.
Then there was the blonde elf
Yeah.
who those other people were working for, who referred to himself as Lord Finoob. And Beecher killed both of them
Oh, good. Okay, so when you're a slave,
with
sometimes
his magical
you
sin.
take
But
the
this one's
name
blonde
of your
and an elf.
owner.
And so is this.
This one is blonde and an elf.
And so is the vampire.
Like that's like kind of history. Like when you're a slave, you sort of just get named after your owner. So like he probably used to be owned by Lord Finute, and this Finute family probably has had slaves for generations. And
What?
like, so
No,
probably he
Finute
had,
was
like,
lower.
all this-
Why
Okay,
would
you're
Finute
going
take?
so ahead
Why would
of
he
what is
take
going
after
on.
the slave's name?
Duke.
Because that's, you always do.
Duke.
No, it's not a last name though. It's like a race.
Malakun.
I don't.
Malakuni. Malakuni. No Malakuni.
Nope.
Elf.
Elf.
Malakuni. Elf. Finute. Man.
He's just ranking us.
Orc.
Okay, so
You're
Finoubs
wrong.
aren't the slaves. The lower ones would be the slaves, like the orcs and the men.
Well,
We? Friends.
So like
Pact.
Equal.
A B C,
Pact.
she,
Equal.
you're a B, you're an A B
Duke.
Elf.
C F.
Malakuni.
I don't care.
Elf.
Elf.
do we have like
Elf.
a translator?
Elf.
Malakuni. Malakuni.
Anyone able to translate? Like, is there a spell we can use that can like translate?
Sure. There sure are spells that you can do to translate. Who knows who has what spells?
I know I don't.
I know one in particular.
What?
It's called tongues.
Can I
Because you
get?
could speak other people's languages.
Can I get tongues?
I don't know, can you?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I have it now.
No, you don't. Good try though. I like that initiative. That was very forthright. So he seems to be confused, but he also seems to like have a better understanding. And he says, Tertingi malakuni est king
Yes.
malakuni.
Yes.
Tertingi malakuni.
Mm.
Duke malakuni.
We don't got dukes no more.
He's like,
You are irrelevant.
Essentially,
Your title is
you
not
Duke.
apparent.
Okay,
He
Duke.
goes,
Doesn't mean nothing.
Elf.
Seven
Seven.
dukes.
Nope. Dead.
Seven dukes.
We say there haven't been dukes for 1,200 moons.
What if I say, what if Finoop made them into vampires and put them into these tombs, and Finoop was lower and wanted to take over and was like,
This is a big what if though.
but I want to ask him, was Finoop evil? Swear, like, was he a tiefling?
Was Finoop?
No, he thinks you're Finoop. No, ask him if the king is evil. What's his
You
name?
can ask
Elvish.
him.
You speak Elvish.
Finoop. He looks at the coffin. He looks at the sarcophagus, and he starts looking around at the pictograms. And he points to another one. He's like, Finoop.
Okay, I wanna,
And he starts pointing to all these pictograms, all of which you notice are like, basically like stick figure pictures of different kinds of demons. Like they all have like horns or fangs or weird claws. And he's like, Finoop. He points to one with wings. Finoop. He's like, Finoop.
yeah, because
Finoop.
we're demons.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
elf. Finooped.
Yeah, so halflings.
Oh.
Why are you hanging with them?
Finoop. Man. Elf. Malakuni.
This is like that.
Where? Where? Malakuni.
Kingdom Castle.
Uh,
Malakuni. Where? Malakun.
we point
Oh.
to never eat sour waffles. We point to the southwest.
Or should we just point up because we're underground right now,
Elf.
right?
Pact.
Uh-huh.
Duke. Malak.
Alright, we point southwest,
Malak.
and we give him
Pact.
him
Malak.
our map to look at, but not to keep.
Oh, you show him the map?
Yeah.
He goes, where now? Them's us.
All right, so we
Where now?
point to where we are, and we point to where we are.
He looks.
He looks. He just looks.
He peeks. He took a
Pull out
peek.
the map.
It would be like, where are we again?
So you guys
We're
had crossed the river, and you're kind of in these lower hilllands, and you know the capital is there. So do you point to where he is?
Yeah, we say
And
us
he goes,
here.
New Wolf Otmai.
new waffle man.
New Wolf Otmai is the name of the continent that you're on.
Oh.
Which is, he
What?
says that, by the way, the same way that people say it today. He goes, New Wolf Otmai. Where? Us? Pact?
You're not from?
Point to where we are, guys.
So you pointed out,
Here.
Malak, where?
No, say we're here, and
Mhm.
then
Pact.
kingdom
Pact.
of
Yeah.
Malakuni.
He's calling, when he says pact, he's talking about us collectively. So
Pact.
we say pact.
Hmm? Ah.
And then say the king's name. What's his name? Something Tiefling Malakuni or Taf.
Tertingi Malakuni.
Tertingi Malakuni.
Malak.
Totally.
Malak.
Tertingi Malakuni,
So
and then
Malak.
points at the
You
kingdom.
guys know that the capital of the kingdom of Malakun is Malak, and you know where it is.
Yeah.
Mala.
Malak?
I
Ah.
don't
Is that north of us?
South.
Yeah, we can't go that way.
He looks at this map and he's like, he seems like confused for a minute. Parmia?
What does that mean?
That's Parmio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, Parmia. He goes,
Parmesan?
words,
Water.
words, words.
Coast.
Coast? Coast?
Coast.
Coast. That's
Here
the coast.
again? coast here again?
Mm-hmm. There's still a coast.
Ah. Arakazine.
No, we don't know about any other continents.
Oh. Arakazine.
That's where we were last time.
Ocean.
Arakazine.
Ocean.
Yeah.
Water.
That's where the monsters are, right? Isn't like the further out
Rakazine's
there's
where
more-
we were from.
Oh, yes.
No, you're not.
Oh.
Not from, but like where we were last time, right?
No.
We didn't we go
Kabul
there?
Kailish. How do you know Arakazine? Beecher told you.
Was it on the artifact?
The artifact is from Arakazine.
Oh.
He points, he goes,
I
coast.
think I
Oh
have
wait,
it written.
ask him where the artifact of Malakun is.
Arakazine.
Oh, I'll ask him. Where's the artifact of Malakun? Say orb circle day 5.
No Spanish. Okay.
Or
I had it wrong.
words make.
Listen to Orc.
Look, I have
she
it written
friend.
right here.
Coast.
What's the word?
Arakazine. East. East.
Dude, I'm losing brain cells
Arakazine.
listening to this
Do you
guy.
want to go? Do you want to go?
Let's go to.
Do you want to go?
Well, that's where the.
Tertingi Malakuni.
Maybe guys, he's gonna. Maybe he's gonna. lead
Tertingi
us.
Malakuni. Malak. Pact. Duke. Malak.
Do you want to try to find the king?
Maybe
We
he's
can't.
gonna
We
lead
can't
us
go to
to-
Malak. We cannot go to Malak.
Wow.
Wait, side.
When not? When not?
Oh yeah, they
Maybe he'll lead
have
us
beef
to
with
the
us for no
things.
reason.
Okay, but we have
They
a
don't-
vampire now.
They don't like us because
But I feel like we should
we're
go.
too nice.
No pact.
I want to go to Arakazine.
I wanna
Yeah,
go
no
to
pact.
Rakazian.
No
Because
pact.
maybe that's where we can find the stones, and maybe he can.
Yeah, I
help
feel
us.
like he's trying to show us somewhere.
He does not
We're
know what
speaking-
stones we're talking about.
Okay,
He
well,
seems to have this large inclination to go
You
to
have
Rakazian.
something, remember? You're the one carrying.
Oh yeah,
the
show
artifact.
him.
I show him the artifact.
You pull it out of your bag.
Yeah, but like
Hold
When
guard
you pull
with
it
me.
out, he looks at it and he's
Hold-
like,
Ask him, Arakazine? Question mark?
Arakazine. I'm gonna hold on to it though. So he doesn't take
Arakazine?
What do you see,
Elf Pact. Tertingi Malakuni.
bro? What?
Elf. Fainupt. Man. Orc. Pact. Tertingi Malakuni.
King.
No,
We're
we
saying
don't
the
have a,
same
we don't have a
shit.
pact with the king.
No, he's
No.
not. No. When he says pact, he's referring to us collectively. When he says Tertingi
But why is he
Malakuni,
saying
talking
No,
about
he's
the king.
asking is a
Elf. No. Tertingi Malakuni. No.
We should not let this get into the hands of
No.
Tartini Malakuni.
Tertingi
Okay,
Malakuni.
that's why we're keeping it.
Yeah, that's why it's us. Tartini Malakuni doesn't like us.
He points to the artifact and he says, Arakazine.
I know we need
We
to
have
take
to
it
go.
back to.
Bro, you from
Arakazine.
an older time. I can't understand you.
We have to go. I feel like we have to go.
I feel like we should follow
Can we just be
him.
like, bye?
We have
yeah,
to
this
go.
guy's really irritating. We spend literally like half of his time talking to him, and
We
he's
should
still
go
making sense.
to Rakazian.
Can we like, can we just like teach him the new language?
Probably in time.
Once
we,
we
like, 10
on our
minutes?
mission to Rakazian, which I feel like we should follow him to, but I don't speak Elvish, so somebody please tell him that we're gonna go with him.
We leave.
No,
Come with us.
Yeah, pact,
Come with
pact,
us.
vominos.
Pact. Vominos.
Duke
Speak Spanish.
Pact. He looks at your hand and he's like,
Shake.
Shake. So when
Shake on
I
it.
Stab it.
I spit my hand and we
pops
shake.
his fingers out
No,
and
no, no.
he does this and like pricks open his finger.
She already has.
Oh, blood pact.
Oh!
Blood sisters.
I pricked my
Can you
finger.
prick me?
Yeah. He goes, Pact.
Now you listen to what we say.
Elf, we.
Does that mean
We.
We.
We?
Duke. Malakuni.
I know.
Elf,
Oh
we.
my god. Can
no?
we?
He's asking for your name.
Oh. Tetra.
Duke. Malakuni.
Tetra.
Tetra.
Mantra.
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 Sina.
Sina.
Sorshe. Sorshe.
Sorsha.
Work.
Orc.
Orc?
Sorshe.
Yeah. Whoa.
Orc.
He's a she's cute.
Whoa.
I don't think that's what he said.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Man. Whoa.
Man, whoa.
Orc. Sorshe. Fainut. Sina. Ne. Mantra. Elf. Tetra.
Good enough.
Duke Malakun.
We got it. Where
Can we
now.
get it? We got it.
You
You're
gotta
Duke
get out of here.
Malakun.
Pact.
Pack.
Veskoskati na shkomobortas das bro. Duke Malakun Dasko Ra.
Prick his finger. Prick his finger. Prick his finger.
Bruh. Oh, bruh.
No, he doesn't need his finger pricked.
He's already
He's
pricked.
trying to tell you something else.
Do you need blood?
Water. Water. Water.
You
No.
need blood. Okay. Guys, we're gonna
I'm gonna
feed
go
this guy
find a
animal.
lamb.
Can you
My
eat
finger
animal
chopped
blood?
off, y'all.
Like cow blood?
I'm gonna go find a lamb.
Oh yeah,
Can you survive on
I go
Yeah.
hunting. I go hunting.
Yeah, he just
Yes.
doesn't want it, but yeah, he's being picky. He's being picky.
Yes.
I go-
You are
I-
going to eat animal blood because we need our blood to
Yes.
survive.
I
I
can
We
am
are not
gonna go
undead
out
like
really
you.
quick and hunt a little rabbit for him. If that's okay with everybody. I'm gonna walk a
Yeah.
little bit.
I'm
So-
gonna go with her.
Can you
I
show
have a
him
hunting
Leo and
trap.
establish
I
So
have a
you
hunting
guys,
trap.
he actually like sits up for the first time, and he stands up and he like stretches, and he's like, ah.
Can I
I
give him
will
a
do that.
massage?
He's
You
like-
do that.
"Voshkasami takara uchakans."
Yeah.
No.
He looks around like he's missing something.
Like
and
a
he,
weapon?
Clothing?
He
Yeah,
needs a
he like
weapon?
looks at his robe and he's like,
Close.
and he
Armor.
points to her armor. He's like, "Barcos."
There's a whole room full of armor
I have an
back
extra
there.
breastplate.
Can we steal armor from the...
She has a breastplate.
You want to take him back down there?
No, she has a breastplate.
You have an extra breastplate, or are you just gonna give him yours? First of all, he wouldn't fit in yours.
Yeah, okay, fine.
I
Plus
have common clothes. I do have common clothes.
He's like,
Bruh.
We,
He's
Cool.
too
we guard you. We'll guard
he
you.
just takes his robe and like wraps the little.
ties it up
thing.
into like
What's
a
his
slot
name again?
knot.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Can it turn into a
Duke.
bat? Can you
Duke.
turn into a bat? It says here you can turn
Do you,
into
do
a
you
bat.
ask him that?
Yeah, I asked him, can you turn into a bat?
He's like, orc,
Stupid.
Stupid. Hey,
words.
Duke.
Can you turn into a bat?
Or a medium cloud of mist?
Or a medium?
No.
Okay, Duke.
Okay, we will...
That's how
We
you
can
turn.
guard you. Okay.
Duke.
Oh my god.
This is Leo. He is friend.
That.
Do not eat
That
him.
is Leo.
Do
He
not
is
hurt
friend.
him. Oh yeah, you have to right.
Leo is friend. Mouse friend.
Pact.
Pack. Thank you.
Okay, I take out my shiny, what, something's shiny.
Like, just had to be clear.
I take out
Your
something,
silver mirror.
take out my silver
Guys,
mirror.
I have a hunting trap.
And
Can you
I-
put your
Wait, can I
makeup
give
on
him...
it?
I know, I take out my mirror and I show him to see if he has a reflection.
Yeah, he does.
So he's not a vampire, girl.
Can you use your
What
hunting
can
trap
this-
to go hunt him a rabbit?
Can
Yeah,
I give
that's
him my
what
wooden
I'm
shield?
saying.
So then,
Can
I go
he,
find
he
him.
like is like, no thank you. Like that's beneath him. He's like, I would rather be naked than carry around that ratchet shield. So he looks at you guys and he's
What's your
like, Malakun, Malak, Pact.
I use primeval awareness to
Contract.
see what species he is.
Oh yeah, he's something. Does it tell you specifically what he is?
Yeah,
What? What are the options?
there are many options of which are in the book.
Okay,
On
Look it
page-
up.
I don't have the book.
here you go. Okay, so you guys go outside finally.
Yeah.
yeah,
he
Mantra's-
follows you down the ramp, and you get to the outside, and it's still like daytime. There's like a little sun coming through the little, remember how you guys like bashed open that thing?
Mhm.
And he stops and he's like, Duke Malakun.
No sun, essentially.
Okay, but
can
he can't turn into a bat or mist.
shadow step arts things that I have.
What do you think you could do?
I think I
He
could.
can walk in your shadow.
I think I could use shadow arts and have him walk in my
or
shadow.
have a
so
shadow
that-
follow him that
How
like
long
covers him.
can you cast darkness?
Oh, I can see If he's an aberration,
Yeah, Shadow Art's 2 chi points to cast
Celestial,
darkness. Dark
dragon,
vision.
elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
Say those again.
Aberration,
Mm-hmm.
celestial, dragon, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead. I can see if they're in a mile of
Fey.
me or 6 miles of
He's a celestial.
Like a god?
And-
Like an angel.
He's an angel?
And
He's
we're
an angel that
demons.
sucks.
Can I cast
Wait,
I
darkness?
does
wouldn't quite
Malachi-
say he's an angel. I'm
Dude.
saying he's a celestial.
Can I cast darkness?
But we're also
You
celestials,
can. So
right?
I'm just gonna save you a chi point. You would have to like expend all of your chi points, and it would only last like an hour.
Can I try to talk
And then he would
Infernal?
fry.
Can I?
You can try to talk in Infernal to him, sure.
Do you speak Infernal?
He's
In
like,
Infernal?
no, fine.
How do I look up?
Can I let him shadow step?
No, it doesn't look like that. So you guys are sitting just inside the entrance to the tomb, and he cannot go outside because it's still daylight.
But he's not an undead,
He's not an undead.
and he's not a vampire because he can't turn into
But he can't go in the
a
light.
bat or mist.
Correct.
But he also can't go into some.
Like I said, this isn't Twilight.
So he's a celestial. No, I really read about vampires. Like vampires, they can't do that. So, he must be a celestial of the night.
Is there? Am I allowed to like summon a cloud to just like follow him?
Yes, but I'll save you. I'll save you that power, and just say that you also don't have enough juice to make that last long enough where he wouldn't just burn up.
That's
Concept. We travel at night. We
Concept.
rest up because we've had a long day, and we could just sleep in a
That
shadow.
idea is winning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys make a little camp inside, right outside of the tomb. He sleeps in the hallway of the tomb, just curls up on the floor in his white linen robe.
And we'll do shifts again to watch for stuff, and we
you
can.
guys
can
rest
eat.
up,
Yeah, and we can. We'll
eat some of your rations.
Yeah, and then. Did you hunt to get him? Rabbit?
You know
Yeah.
who's really good at hunting?
The ranger.
Yeah, go hunt.
Yeah, I bring back.
Make
I
it-
can
make a
bring
survival
back.
check.
Mantra has a trap.
Yeah, I don't think the vampire. I don't think he wants berries. Though,
I said
remember?
plus every night I go out, I can get +5 food and water.
That is pretty dope.
So if
All right,
you get
you
like
go hunting.
animal,
You
we'll let
manage
him
to
suck
bag
the
a
blood.
deer. You
Nice.
bring the deer back.
Yeah.
You wake him up. He sees the deer and just tears into it and just drains it of all blood.
All right.
And then we
I
take the meat and we cook
Yeah.
it.
Okay. That.
Beef
He
jerky.
drained the blood for us, guys. That's pretty.
Dehydrated beef
Yes.
jerky.
All right.
So-
Celestials are creatures native to the upper planes. Many of them are servants of deities, employed as messengers or agents in the mortal realm and throughout planes. Celestials are good by nature, so the exceptional celestial who strays from a good alignment is a horrifying rarity. Celestials include angels, kobolds, and pegasi.
Well, haven't we all learned something today?
Are you?
And that is where we're going to end this episode of D&D with high school students. Thanks for watching, subscribing, liking, tuning in, sharing, spreading the word. Thank you. Peace out. Bye-bye. Yes. Ready?
Yes.
All right, stop making noise.
Boo.
Bill.
And cut. Are you rolling? Yeah. Hello and welcome to Mother. Hello. God damn it.
Does your shirt say dyke on it?
What am I supposed to do? Like, what am I?
What
I
the
got
fuck?
I got no shit in here. I know no shit about D&D. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do?